The first issue that I personally noticed was that he used the wrong law. Parlo wasn't accused of activity with a child.
Activity with a child. Activity with a child.
Des malades mentaux, c'est des gens qui sont atteints mentalement.
I genuinely don't know if I can do this anymore. Fuck you and your whole family, loser.
There's no possible way that this is his response to my video. What we're gonna do is that we're gonna dissect every points he made against my video. And we're gonna find out if the things he said about my videos were valid, or is he lying to manipulate his audience? So let's get this started. Now, the first point he made against my video is this.
The video tries to discredit Parlo's legal explanation of the Offenses Act, but it ends up showing just how little research Mr. Negative actually did. The first issue that I personally noticed was that he used the wrong law. Parlo wasn't accused of activity with a child. That section applies only to physical contact. The correct statute for that would be Section 15A, which is communication with a child.
Now, if you've seen both videos, and I do mean actually seen them, you would realize that there's something wrong with what he just said. Gwamgo claims that I used Section 9 of the Sexual Offense Act of 2003. Oh, and by the way, sexual activity with a child is Section 9. I just want to make this clear so that people don't get confused. But upon watching my videos, you realize that Section 9 was never actually mentioned. That's right. Not a single time. I've mentioned Section 15A and Section 15, but I've never mentioned Section 9. Well, that's weird, but it kind of begs the question. Gwamgo, if you've seen the video, and I presume you did, why are you claiming that I used Section 9 of the Sexual Offense Act of 2003 when I've never actually mentioned it on any of my videos? I mean, there's no way that you're lying to your audience, right? I mean, it's preposterous, right?
Which covers online messages and includes a clause for reasonable belief when someone is deceived about age, which, again, that is Parlo's case.
Wow, this guy did not watch my video at all, or he's just being dishonest. In my last video, I pointed out the fact that Parlo saw red flags in his DMs with Dupe. He also lied on livestream about the red flags. These two red flags being that he didn't know how he looked like or sounded like. That's because Dupe was unwilling to show a selfie of himself and claimed that he didn't have a mic. In this scenario, a reasonable person would not engage with them sexually, which is the exact opposite of what Parlo did. He saw red flags and ignored them. He then told the minor to lie to his parents so he could meet him in an hotel for Parlo may have believed that they were 17 at the time, but his belief was not reasonable. Blindly believing whatever the person tells you without knowing how they look like or sound like and continuously engage with a sexual conversation is unreasonable.
Mr. Negative completely ignored that and compared unrelated offenses to make Parlo look guilty. Another thing is that he cropped and twisted evidence. Every screenshot he showed conveniently cut out parts where Dupe said that he was 17. Those missing lines prove Parlo believed Dupe was of age in the UK, but Mr. Negative removed them to push a false narrative.
Right. 1. In every video I've uploaded on Parlo, not once did I ever withhold the fact that Dupe claimed to be 17 or 16 years old and that he was lying about his age. Dupe lied about his age, making him realize that he was too trusting towards Dupe. Saying that they lied about their age and they told you they were 16 is not reasonable. You may have believed they were 16, but simply blindly believing whatever the minor told you does not make it reasonable. As I've said previously, his belief that Dupe was 16 was not reasonable. And this has to be the second time you lied to your audience. You claim that I used Section 9 in my video, which is a lie, and now you're saying that I withhold the fact that Dupe lied about his age. What a fucking joke. 2. You're taking this screenshot from my video out of context. This is a reference from my video where Parlo said that the red flags was Dupe being racist.
In regards to the red flags, I admitted that and I stated this themselves. First of all, this was taken completely out of context. First of all, there was no way under any circumstances I knew that this person was a sixth grader or a person who was 12, okay? I want to make that distinctly clear. In regards to the red flags, I was very much off-put by the racist jokes that they were making. That was very much something that was very off-putting to me.
Hold on.
Your red flags are fucking racist jokes. Now, if you don't know what he's talking about, he's referencing a clip from one of his videos.
However, it was still 100% 100% my responsibility to have asked Duke for a provisional driver's license or some form of legal identification. Looking back, I was far too trusting and extremely negligent not to see through some of the red flags and excuses that Duke used, to which I will touch upon more later.
Now you're probably asking yourself, well, what were the racist jokes? I don't know. Was it this one? You can see the racist jokes Parlo's referencing right here. This was never about withholding the fact that Duke lied about his age, because I've already pointed this out minutes later. Duke lied about his age, making him realize that he was too trusting towards Duke. By the way, Parlo lied about the red flags being racist jokes, which I've pointed out in my video, but Gwamgo refused to cover it. He wants you to believe that I'm taking this screenshot out of context, when he's using this clip out of context, so he can make a point I've never argued against. And that's pretty much it. Now you're probably asking yourself, well, Mr. Negative, this is so short. The video is so goddamn short. I know, that's how short his response to my video was. Now, Gwamgo, if you're watching this video, I'm gonna make this very quick and concise. You essentially said that I was a grifter, that I was doing it for the sake of views. But after watching your video, I realized that either A, you're retarded, and you didn't actually watch my video, or B, you intentionally lied to your audience while being dishonest. You took my clip out of context. You said that I was withholding the fact that Duke was lying about his age, even though I've mentioned the fact that Duke lied about his age multiple times in the videos. And don't get me started with section 9. Like, this is something I've actually mentioned in my videos. Did you actually thought I wouldn't point this out, that I wouldn't notice it? But you know what? Let's give Gwamgo a chance. I mean, this man believes that section 9 was mentioned in my video, so it must be true. Individually, we may not be able to find section 9, but together, we can do it. So if you see a Roblox kid in the comment section, go and tell them, where is section 9? I mean, if it's not in my videos, then we're not looking deeper, alright? We need to decrypt my video and find out if section 9 was in there. And if it's not in there, then we have to look deeper. And we need to look deeper.
If you liked this clip, subscribe to this channel. If you didn't, nobody asked about your opinion.
You are a fucking bitch who takes fucking black up their ass. You are a fucking you are a fucking whore bitch. Don't ever say that about me. I literally, all my shit which I had to deal with was the outcome of fucking like you who made my life hell.